Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ian Yalibuka. We'll explain brief which of it the five speakers there are. Well, I think I don't need much further ado, and let's go. Okay, start from the first speaker, namely Dr. Subarta Teledurai. Bring online and offline learning material. This material is always found on every campus, and there is a sentence that I took from the explanation, and it is very useful for us students. This sentence is practiced in the class by giving student challenge. From this sentence, it can be concluded that if a student is able to complete the challenge given by the teacher, this has a very good impact on us because this will train you to be confident in explaining and give you the awareness to always learn and be ready to face the challenge given by the lecture. Okay, next, the second speaker is Professor Dr. Croszita, who present material about action research. And his explanation, action research and traditional research involve participation placed in the lecture in providing learning both at school and university. Then action research is very important because it concern the way an individual develops it, theory and practice. The advantage that action research provides to the student is that it analyzes interesting problems in class so that they can be solved during learning, and this provides benefit because it involves student and lecturer in solving problems. And the explanation of action research is definitely has a goal, namely building the reflective practitioner, making progress on school-wide priorities, building professional culture. Okay, then the third speaker is Dr. Eke Suprawat, who explained about business intelligence and digital intelligence, temporary organizational design. In this explanation, we often use it, whether used for studying and looking for reference or other things that are good, such as AI, ChatGPT, and others. This technology is very related to our daily lives because there are usually students who use it as a reference, so it will have a good impact on them as well. On the other hand, if a student only uses it as an answer, it will have a bad impact and result in many students being lazy in doing their assignment using their thinking. Then the way they speak English is very easy to understand, so many questions arise from students, and I think maybe many students will like the explanation. And then the fourth speaker is Dr. Hardianti SPD MPD, which explain about applauding excellence in research practice. In the explanation, there is also virus, which explain about good competition and skill for developed education and determining question. We can use things called epistemology and methodology. Very important in research because it uses students' inner intelligence and safety. Then in research practice, ethics is also needed to be able to support providing security for researchers and object, as well as discipline and teaching moral to society to be responsible, obey the law, and human rights in order to be able to create a good relationship between researcher and object, both student and the community. And the last speaker is Dr. Andi Asrifan, SPD MPD, who present material about ELT curriculum and material development, which explain how to effectively teach and teaching. Of course, the curriculum set by the government is used, which is equivalent to university and has a way of teaching, which include teaching activity, which explain the activity that will be carried out in class, so that learning is not based on the material but is also done so that students are able to understand it. Then, teaching material and explain the material, the lecture must also explain the detail either through books or video, as well as providing example so that students are able to apply it themselves through the example given by the lecture. And instruction here involve lecturer and student in solve material that is not yet understand, so that learning become effective and students are able to provide their understanding of the material presented through their intelligence. So I think maybe that's all from me, and I'm sorry when I have mistake word. I do sorry, and I will close. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.